Hello everybody, it's another Saturday, and that means we got another good drive at our hands. And oh my gosh, it's been quite a week. But let's talk about this on the drive. As usual, I have no idea what's gonna happen today, but I trust that there's gonna be some wild stuff again. Alrighty, let's get right to the drive, I guess. And here we go. So I have already equipped the hut, so we are right at the start of the drive. You didn't miss anything. Just in case you wondered. And we are starting in the round vehicle, or rather a railed vehicle. Right. Okay, it's been a long day, just give me a minute. I'm a little confused, it seems. There we go. That's the, doesn't matter. I guess we are using the Stellados today. Alright. Oh my gosh. It's been a really long week. I don't even know where to start. So I got my new bed stuff, but I'm still sleeping horrible in it. It feels like I'm bent backwards because I'm just not used to the mattress having some actual resistance to the body. And that's basically because I've been using a way too soft mattress all of the time. And yeah, since I exchanged my entire bed, that was probably the worst idea ever. The new topper, a new underbed, a new blanket, a new everything, and the body is like, oh, that's all nice stuff, but what the heck is all of this? And I'm really suffering from the lack of sleep. Okay, that wasn't luck, that is just great physics. So I've been spending, obviously, the entire week on work again, but I've also tried to get rid of a really nasty problem where, however I stop my car and park it, when I try to get into my car again the next morning, there's always fog behind the windscreen, and I have no idea why. At some point, or maybe some not properly blocked area or pathway, maybe just some loose gummies or something, somewhere moisture is coming in, and then it's just collecting behind the windshield, and that is what giving me so much trouble in the end. Yeah, I'm really having some trouble to just concentrate today. I've been dealing with so much stuff. So why are we flying? Today is just weird. I've been dealing with some stuff. I've been buying a lot of things on Black Friday, and a bunch of them already arrived, and you pretty much know my luck, so it is safe to assume that this did not go well. And I actually went and bought a new set of 3 pens. Just some normal frying pan. And I unboxed them, and they are really high quality. They cost almost, I think, $130. Also, hey, they're flipped. And I've been receiving the box. I unboxed all of the stuff, and the small one, I put it on the shelf, the stove, not the shelf. I put it on the stove and tried to see if it wiggles or if it's flat, and oh my gosh, it's flat. And I was so happy, and I went to the next one, the middle size. I think it's 24 centimeters. And again, I unboxed it carefully and put it on the stove. And oh my gosh, it's flat. Amazing. And I was already so happy, and I got to the big one, that is the one that you normally use for all of your food. And I unbox it, and what do you know? There is a huge dent in one of the sides. And it's basically looking like someone hit it with a hammer. And it is so bad. So yeah, I've contacted the merchant and I'm still waiting for a response though. Then I got myself another water cooker and that is working perfectly. That is surprising actually, but I also ordered a new rice cooker and I especially bought the premium shipping option because I wanted to make sure that it arrives on Saturday. And what do you know, it did not arrive on Saturday. And instead it will appear on Monday at a time that is impossible for me to pick it up. So basically I contacted the support again and was nagging at them that I actually paid for the premium shipping, so I get the guaranteed shipping on Saturday. Well, I got a $5 coupon and the shipping costs were refunded. So it's basically $10 back and I paid 5, so that's okay. But I'm still a bit annoyed because I just wanted to get all of the stuff done on this weekend. Well, another thing that didn't work. So what's next? Oh yeah, I got myself a new wallet, and you know how most of the current wallets, they got this protection case that it is kinda necessary these days, where your credit cards are protected from scanners and stuff. When people are just passing by and try to scan your credit card and get some microtransactions done through your chip. So yeah, I got my new wallet and it got one of these cases and I put all of my credit cards inside and my personal ID and my driver's license, and most of them come with a little lever on the side. So you can just switch it up or down, and all of the cards are like a fan. They are slowly pushed up. Well, it's not working. It's not working isn't true, but these wallets are all a scam. And they are a scam because you can move the button up or down and it would actually move the cards up. But it only moves the cards up by maybe a fourth of the card's length. And that basically means that you have so little space to actually get grip of the card that most of the time you just end up to get all of the cards out at once again. And then you just have to fiddle with them in your hands, and it is not helpful at all. It is only helpful if you want the last card or the second last. Any other card than the last or the second last, you will not be able to get out of the wallet. So yeah, and I think that is pretty much the same with all of the wallets of this kind. You can slide them up and they look really awesome in all of the previews and in the pictures, but they are just not working as they are supposed to, because you can't get a grip on the lower cards. And you also need to be aware that if you get cards with stamped on numbers or stuff, then you can only get one card less every card with higher numbers and stuff. So I think it's made for nine cards or something, maybe just 8. But you can only fit 5 inside if all of them got some these silvery numbers that are stamped onto the card. So yeah, that was pretty much a bummer, but I opened the wallet and wanted to look further. And well, what do you know? The inside of the wallet is basically just one little case for the personal ID and a really weak and flappy type of leather that is unable to hold your really big money, the paper money. And it's also so small that you would have to fold every single piece of money to fit it inside. And when we are talking about way too small areas in the wallet. Let me tell you about the coin area. I love when not the pockets, so the wallets come with a little pocket that lets you get the coins from outside without opening the pocket. And this one is one of the few wallets that got the point stash outside, so you don't have to open it up. Well, long story short, it has a little coin patch or purse, and you can actually fit maybe 3 coins inside, maximum. So if you go out and you already got a parking chip, then you can maybe fit 2 more coins inside. So basically it's not existent. But they have put one of the heaviest zippers on this little coin purse that I have ever seen. It is increasing the weight of the wallet so much. It's insane. It is really insane. So yeah, I'm not really too happy about it, but it is at least a lot more compact than my last one. I could barely fit the last one inside anything. But it had a little fox on the side with a little butler's outfit, and it looked like it was serving something, and it was really cute, so I kinda like it, but it was already 6 years old, and I don't know, I wanted this new one because I almost always use just cards. Well, and this is the one function that is not working properly. It's kinda annoying, but I guess it's working. I put the 2 cards that I use the most right on the back, so they are lifted up the highest. And that is, I guess it's working in some way, but if I need one of the lower ones, I always have to take the other ones out, and it is not what I expected. Then I went and I ordered some rechargers and adapters, and also some cables for my iPad and my iPhone. And well, they look all great. They are pink. It's a kind of a Asian pink, like my character of sorts. And they are all working. All of the slots, all of the cables, everything is working. They don't seem to be very loud either. So that seems like it was great. Unless I tell you guys that right after I placed my order and slept a night, the store had a sale that was 20% off the very next day. And I can't get the price reduction unless I return the stuff and order new. And that is pretty annoying. It is so annoying. So I'm currently really thinking about, is the sale, these 20%, is it really worth to return these articles that are working? Because I think if I get the new ones, and then they are probably not working again. It is just a never-ending story. But at least they are working, I guess. So I've ordered a USB-C to C for the iPad. But I also got some USB to C and USB to Lightning. So if you don't know this, if you use a USB to C, then you only get the loading speed of the USB. And if you use the USB-C to USB-C, then this is so much faster. And I didn't know this, but now I do, because I did some research. And I'm actually using the regular on the living room. And I used the fast... No, it's the other way around. I used the fast one in the living room, and the slow one in my bedroom because I usually load my stuff when I go to sleep, and I only really load the stuff in the living room when it's really empty. So I guess it's sort of working that if I sleep anyway, so if it's loading slower, I guess it's better for the device. I don't know, I'm not a specialist, but it just makes sense in my head. Also, I got some sockets, energy sockets with timers. And the plan is this. I got some Christmas lights and some cable holders, and I tried to adjust the Christmas lights with the cable holders on the window in my bedroom. And now with the electric socket that got a timer, I try to fall asleep with the lights on and wake up to the lights on, and the rest of the day they are supposed to be off. And I really hope this is working the way that I planned it. Also, all of the lights are working, but the cable holders are a joke. They are so weak that if you just pull a very bit on them, they come loose. So I'm not sure how long it's actually gonna work, but they are currently burning, so at least the timer seems to work. For now. The question is, does it also shut down? And that is something that I don't know yet, and I will see at 1 AM. I'm really hoping that it does. I don't think that I can stand any more failures. Yeah, I don't have cats. But something that I did have today is a lot of condensed water on all of my windows. The temperature dropped so badly overnight, it's insane. Oh yeah, before I forget about it, I also ordered myself a My Little Pony advent calendar. And it looked like the calendar had a lot of little figures inside. But what I didn't realize the moment I looked at it is that all of the figures are actually only acrylic hangers. So you can use them as some Christmas tree decoration or something. It was a very cheap calendar, so I'm not upset yet. The biggest issue is that all of the ad was fake. It was AI generated. The calendar itself has not been shipped yet. So maybe it was just a scam. And here's something that does not make it any better. I bought a second calendar. And that was also supposed to have figures inside. And those figures also turned out to be acrylic. And it's also fake AI art, but it's a different shop. And it's also not shipped yet, so I think I just got scammed big time. I hate Etsy these days. Etsy is just not good anymore. Okay, we're just landing inside of the trees today. Why not? Okay, there we go. So yeah, a lot of the stuff that I ordered recently is just absolutely trash. Oh my gosh, I really hope that the guys with the pen are sending a replacement soon. Okay. My vehicle just disappeared, why not? Oh my gosh. What I can say though is that the new underbed that I bought, which was also 11% too small. So to the sides, there's just about 6 centimeters missing on each side. That is not a big deal because I usually sleep in the center of the bed anyways, but it is just annoying. It is just really annoying. And I bought this not from Etsy, so... But yeah, I actually got a refund of, I think it was 10%. I'm really used to this by now because my entire life has been like this. I kid you not, my entire life. You don't see it because it's below the bed sheets. But what I was about to say about it. So this underbed is made of something that is called a lumpfell, I think. And it's actually filled with a merino sheep wool, which is supposed to be some really awesome sheep or something. And the underside is made of just regular stuff. So in the winter times you can use the merino sheep side, and during summer when it's just super hot and nasty, then you can switch it up and put it upside down. It's an awesome sheep. And then you can basically use it as a cool one. A cool layer on the bed. So it's a pretty neat underbed actually, and I would highly recommend it. It's so soft. The new topper that I got is absolutely hard, but it is really good for the back when you're sleeping on a mattress that is not too soft. And having this underbed on top of the hard topper makes a really good mix. And I can also really what is it called? Yeah, not suggest or advise, but recommend. I can highly recommend the bed sheets, which are made of 50% regular material and 50% tensile lionel. I think that's what it's called. It's basically a very natural fiber that is, along with the natural stuff, it is not cold like 100% lionel, but it's a mix of, it's cozy, it's soft, it's really nice to touch, and it also has awesome abilities to just spread the warmth and stuff, and it is just nice. And together with the underbed, it is just awesome. If just my body was used to it. And this is a really nice train tunnel, by the way. I really love the areas where it is just really rock and then it's just tiles again. This looks awesome. I'm just not a big fan of train stuff. And yeah, the last piece of the new bed system is the alpaca blanket. That thing is awesome. I love it to bits. I really love it to bits. And it is a all year around blanket with, I think it's filled with 1.4 kilograms of alpaca wool. And if you don't know it, alpaca is absolutely warm. It is warm as heck. But you don't sweat underneath. And it's a little bit more heavy than regular bed stuff. So if you put this on top of you, it is like you are getting a full body hug. And it's awesome. Now it's heavier than stuff. And if you are used to stuff like a regular overflow blanket, or the usual stuff over here is goose feathers, and then compared to the goose feathers or the regular wool, the alpaca is really heavier. And this is why they usually fill it up with less alpaca. As I said, it's just 1.4 kilograms for the entire blanket, but it's feeling awesome. So yeah, the bed feels really awesome. If just I could sleep it in. It is so cursed. I hate it. I hate that it's cozy and awesome and I'm just not used to it, so I can't sleep in it. But yeah, I'm slowly getting used to it. I think last night I got 6 hours of sleep, I think. And that is something. But I've been buying so much stuff on Black Friday that I'm literally broke. And I have to wait for my next salary because I can't even go shopping next week. I have also already spent all of my Christmas money that I get next month. Yeah, I'm really poor at the moment as well. I think I don't even have 200 bucks left on my account. That is, it's not something that I enjoy, but most of the stuff that I got was just absolutely necessary. And the Christmas bonus is really big, so I can just get all of my savings back up. And I really hope that all of the next year I need a lot less stuff. Because I honestly replaced half of my kitchen, half of my bedroom, and some of the electronics. And I also got the new car it was the middle of this year. So I should be good for the entire next 2 years at least. That is enough time to save up a little money again. It's just the stuff was always messed up. Yeah, I don't know, I always try to save up. And then something big is coming around and I'm just like, okay, here's all of my savings. Thank you very much. And then I save up again and I think I'm doing great. And then I just have to spend all of it again. I mean, yeah, some of the stuff was by choice. Nobody forced me to buy a alpaca blanket and a really expensive underbed and a new topper and stuff, but it just felt like I deserve a better bed. Hey there, Carmichael. How are you guys doing today? It's always great to see some guys back in the chat. Oh, by the way, before I started the stream today, I saw that there is a new cosmic cube on Among Us. It's actually available for only 3,000 beams. So even if you play free to play, you can get this cosmic cube, and there's actually 2 new pets inside. I think one of the pets is a little pea, which is really adorable, and the other one is it looks like a little black shadow. I'm not sure if you guys play Among Us, but just so you know, maybe one of the other viewers is playing it. This cosmic cube is available, I think, for 18 more days. So it's really hard to miss it. We are probably playing Among Us on my Christmas break. I only got 3 more weeks until I finally enter the Christmas break. 3 more weeks. That is me too much. I'm just really annoyed that I can't even use the new pen. And I can't even use the rice cooker either, because it didn't arrive yet. I just can't use anything nice. I'll just have to eat pizza and chicken nuggets. Oh my god. Talking about chicken nuggets. I recently was browsing a little bit on Etsy, and there's actually someone selling dinosaur chicken nuggets pillows. If I wasn't broke, I would definitely look at them. That idea alone is already super funny, but they were also pretty cheap. I think one of the dinosaur nuggets was 17 bucks. So check it out if you want. Okay, road vegan. Not gonna lie, I thought we continue by boat. There we go. I've also ordered some rice. It's a 5 kilograms box of rice. And I really hope that there's no bugs inside or anything. But knowing my luck, it's probably full of lava and bugs. I don't know, I must have been terrible in my lives before. I don't know how I earned this. That would really surprise me. You know, I'm the kind of person that only visits the really big stores like IKEA once every 5 or 6 years. And the last time I visited IKEA, I got one of the large room dividers right on my head. This is about the level of my misfortune. I still can't believe this happened. Yeah, that's one of the stories that nobody will ever forget. So I think that today's just a normal driving and exploration drive, which is a nice change for now. We've been doing a lot of missions and deliveries, and I'm not gonna lie, I suck so bad at delivering vehicles. If I don't crash them, or if the garage doesn't crash them, I'm not sure if you have seen this, but one of the last times I was supposed to deliver a vehicle, I opened the garage. I was sitting inside of the vehicle, waited for the HUD to load, and by the time I was driving out of the garage, and just so you know, the vehicles that you have to deliver always record the damage to them. So by the time I was leaving the garage door was automatically closing, and it closed right on my head. Maybe I should just wear a helmet all of the time. It would be way more safe for me to walk around. Honestly, I'm just waiting for the day that I'm slain by a falling stage projector or stage light that is just coming from the sky like in the Truman Show. Because sometimes my life literally feels like the hidden camera. Just, it's not a single episode, but it is really just the Hyosube show. It's crazy how much stuff is going on in my life. My friends always say it is unreal how much of bad luck I got. I posted the pic of my new pen to one of my friends, and they just laughed at me. They just laughed at me, and they could barely stop. The good thing is I can use this pen actually hit it over someone's head now. And then I can just claim that the dent was already in there. And I'm innocent. Yeah, but it's sometimes really just driving me wild. When I was trying to hang up the lights, and the cable holders always came off again, I was so close to just throw them out of the window. I'm still not sure how long they will last this time. I've already tried to replace a few of them that seemed to be actually super weak, but I really hope that it's at least lasting until January or something. I've also got a sort of, what do you call it? It's not a carpet, it's one of the things that you hang in front of the windows. Sort of a... Oh my god, it's a window covery thing. But it's full of little LEDs. So it's basically just a light veil. No, it's not a sunscreen, it's fabric. The fabric stuff that you can open and close. I don't remember the stupid name for this. But yeah, I got the regular fabric one that is pretty much see-through, that you just hang in front of the window. And now I got one of the things that is full of LEDs. And I plan to use this one with another of the timed electric sockets. So it can activate and deactivate. I will look it up later. I have no idea what you call them. In Germany, we call them Gardine or the Vorhang. But I have no idea what you call them in English. And it's really annoying me right now. It's gotta be some of these words that are just so simple and I'm just not getting it. I will actually look it up when we make a break or something. Or we have a timer on the screen, then I'll definitely use my phone or my iPad and I will look it up, I promise it is. I can't believe I'm unable to remember the name. Well, what? The Gardine? Yeah, just use the translator. That should work. I kid you not. Once you look it up, you will facepalm yourself. You're so bad. The curtain. Oh my god, the curtain. I can't believe it. Yeah, I would have never remembered the curtain. Never in my life. Oh my god. There's just some words that you'll never use. Never ever. I mean, when I said a whale, that wasn't too far off. And it's literally just fabrics in front of the window. A freaking curtain. Oh my god. Okay, but yeah, that was kinda embarrassing. Oh my gosh. I may be making some Christmas cookies, but I don't have the stuff yet. I also don't think that I got some Christmas cookie cutters. But what I got is, you know, the wooden rolls that you use on the dough in order to flatten it. I got some of these with motifs on them. So if you roll the dough, you roll the motifs into the cookies or into the dough. And I think if I just roll it out and then I use the wood with the cutouts to get some motifs into the dough, I just have to cut little squares basically and I just use them as cookies. You don't always need some cookie cutters for stuff. And I think that's a pretty good idea. And they were also pretty cheap, so that is a steal. And I just can't remember what motifs they got. I really hope that it's not just flowers or stuff. But even if it is, I mean, it's just cookies. You're supposed to stuff them in your face and not win a prize with them. I really did like the Queen Chrysalis cookies though. But they were a hell to make. The Pinkie Pie ones, however, they were a lot easier. So maybe if I want to make some My Little Pony cookies again, it's probably just the regular Mares. And not Chrysalis, she's just... I really love her as a character, but all of the details on the cookie cutter, they are driving me insane. The biggest issue is that usually there's always stuff sticking to the cutter. So you are starting to try to push it down and... Okay, the vehicle just gave up. Fantastic. Everything just gave up. Oh, that's not good. Okay, we can walk again. But I can't fly. That's the issue. Okay. We're just walking to the next area then. In Loxely. Yeah, I'm not sure what I was expecting. I mean, we can't just do it live and everything is working. That is not how my life works. I'm just glad that there's no snow so far. I really hate snow shoveling. Now we are just walking on the ground. We are not even swimming. But I hope that maybe in the next sim we can fly again. Nope. We are still walking. Dear Lord, I really hope that one of the areas over here got some routing right. Also, why is this arrow pointing right through the private residence? You know, I think it was in August. In August, I actually decided that I need some new shoes. And I got pretty high feet. So they are not long, but they are very, very high. And in order to fit them into the shoes, it is really nasty. Most of the regular shoes that you just bind together and close them, they will not fit unless I remove the entire cord. So that is pretty much out of option. I mostly settle for shoes that come with these, oh my god, what do you call it? These, the fabrics that you just place together. We call them zip fasteners or oh my god, what do you call them? Clit fasteners. Yeah, that's the name. Yeah, we tried to... That is a word I have never heard in my life. But yeah, I was in the store and I tried on, I think, 4 or 5 shoes. And then I tried to get some help from one of the clerks. And yeah, what should I say? I think I was inside of the stupid store for at least an entire hour. An entire hour before we found the first shoe that was somehow fitting on my feet. And then we found another one 10 minutes later that was fitting even better. And these were the only 2 shoes that were really fitting absolutely nicely, one even better than the other. So I took the shoes to the counter and the cashier looked at me and was like, I cannot sell you these shoes. And I was like, what the heck? Why not? And she's looking at me and says like, you got different sizes. And I look at the shoes and I look at the cashier and I was like, you got to be kidding me. So she was calling her co-worker from the back of the store. And they looked at the shoes and one of them was 2 sizes bigger than the other. Long story short, they could not find the second shoe to the size that was fitting. And obviously, and of course, it was the better fitting one that was now missing the counterpart. So yeah, I left the shop with a shoe that was fitting at least a little bit better than the old shoes that I was using since my school time. But they are just pressuring a little bit on the side. It is insane. It took an entire hour to find these shoes, and that's the ones that they somehow lost the second on. That's my life. I don't know. Just that came to my mind when you were talking about the concrete shoes. We are really just walking the entire way, I think. I didn't even pay attention if there was a resting area or something on the way. We still cannot rest over here. It is so foul. I will try to get another shark out once we get to a resting area. Until then, we are just walking. Yep. Today is just the walkers of Second Life, not even the drivers. We are just the walkers of Second Life and we are walking underwater. This is an entirely new perspective to being on Second Life. The underwater area. Sadly, the people don't really pay much attention to this, so there's no vegetation, there's no fish, there's nothing. Oh, there's some grass over here. I take that back. It was the most amazing underwater grass ever. I've never seen grassier than this. This is not a racing zone. Gosh dang it. A mermaid. Okay. I think I'm one of the people that I only really got this avatar. And over the years, I have just always improved the look, replaced some stuff, and I never really went and built other avatars or other looks and stuff. I just got some outfits and yeah, the most of the money went into replacing stuff and keeping myself updated. I think this is the fourth or the fifth body that I'm on. I've been through a lot of mesh bodies. Yeah, well, I usually I experiment with outfits and abilities and stuff, but I don't really see a reason why I need to make some different appearances. Even though I have to say I once tried to make My Little Pony avatar. Okay, here we go, there's finally a racing area. Oh, we are so back. We are so back. I know we crash or something. Oh my gosh, there's a corner. Also, since I regularly own some parcels, I usually spend most of my money just on decorations or world building. And I really love food dispensers and drinking dispensers and stuff. And yeah, I mean, I'm currently living in a rented area because the land that I own, I deeded it to the public, and it's currently a local shrine with a lot of food stalls and stuff. And once in the past, I also had a Star Wars themed parcel, and also a little bathhouse. And of course, we just had to walk a little further. Whatever. So yeah, most of the time I just really spend my money on other stuff than some weird avatars or stuff that I just keep in my pockets and never really use. And I'm guessing that we continue in the car. Also, I'm still waiting for the replacements of the store that was sending me the random stuff. And then I tried to be nice and offered them to buy a custom item in order to allow them to ship the stuff together, so they wouldn't have to pay the shipping costs again. And yeah, the custom item that I ordered, it was not complicated. I even made a picture of it and descriptions and details and stuff, material and stuff. And they messed it up. Not once, not twice. They messed it up 5 times. And I lost my cool so bad. So yeah, I literally had them refund everything in the end. Because that is just not something that I could bear anymore. 5 times, and that was just the order that I placed in order to be nice and pay them the shipping stuff. Yeah, I think this one came out really nice, and it's a design that I made myself, and it's kind of old by now, but I usually try to. Oh my gosh! My gosh! My gosh! Yeah, I definitely did. I've been really trying to be nice and supportive and stuff, but it became obvious that they just don't give a frick. And at this point, it became an item that every time I thought about it, it just annoyed me so much. So I didn't even want it anymore. But yeah, what I was originally about to say. I usually try to make all of my vehicles custom. So the Marauder, the Stratos, even the little super cards that we got recently from EXP. Most of my vehicles are just custom made. At least the design, the textures. Well, I mean, the picture is not self-made. This is taken from a commission that back in the day I paid an artist for. But in order to put it on the car, I made the car texture myself. The good thing about— oh my gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. And we are back underwater. I did not see that coming. At least not fast enough. And this is how you go into a pool with your car. Oh, don't ask me this. Do not ask me this. You don't want to know. You definitely don't want to know. Okay, yeah, let's see, I'm using 2 programs, and one of the programs is Photo Filter. It's a free app you can download for free, you can use for free, and it is very basic. It's pretty much like a little easier version of GIMP. And this is just the program that I use for color stuff. Or for small smudges and, you know, if I need to smudge stuff over a little bit or get the area between 2 places a little blurry and stuff. So the program is pretty good for this kind of stuff. And the main program that I always use, I can't even. Do you remember back in the days when we got Microsoft Office 2003? Yeah, that disk came with a graphic program called Picture It. And this old version of Picture It got very few updates from Microsoft over the time, and Microsoft actually shelved it. So I never got an update for this. That means I'm using the version of Picture It from the disk from the Microsoft Office 2003. Yep. I love it. I love it to bits. Just never go and don't save your progress in between, because if your run is running full, this program is just closing on your ass. It's awesome. I have never used a better program, but it's ancient. It's ancient. And you know what's even worse than all of this together? I actually went and wait a second, it's here somewhere. Yep, there it is. I am the proud owner of Adobe Photoshop Elements 2024. And I hate it. and I have only used it once. Because this version of Photoshop is so complicated. I can't find anything on it. Nothing. I would have to spend so much time in it. It's so much faster to just do the stuff on my ancient programs. It is insane. So yeah, when I have to edit stuff, then it's usually picture it. And in between, sometimes photo filter. And then again, picture it for the finish. And most of the time when I get some some AI art, I always fiddle a bit with it. At least a bit. Most of the time. Not always, but most of the time. But honestly, I think it's 3 or 2. The 3 best pictures of my avatar or character are pictures that were basically just pictures from my game. And I have modded them with old commissions of myself. And I turned the former pictures of games with obviously anime or human characters into actual art of my character. And they turned out really awesome. They look so real. If you went and said, hey AI, make me versions of my character with this picture of the game, it couldn't make it any better. What's going on? Why is this empty over here? I am so suspicious of this empty area. Okay, there seems to be actually nothing. That is wild. I've never seen space this empty. Alright. Yeah, that wasn't even a field, it was just dirty ground with a little bit of grass. I guess that works though. Oh my gosh. Okay, that turning could have come a little earlier. And before I tried to correct the course. Also, if you are living next to a field, it sounds really nice and romantic and all, but your car's gonna be a mess. I kid you not, if you are next to a field, you get so much dust. And the tractors, especially if it's stuff like the yellow flowers that they make oil of, or if it's some corn that is even worse, then your car is just constantly dirty with brown and yellow smudges, and it is a mess. And it's not even getting cleaned by rain, because most of the time we get rain, it is just stupid Sahara rain. So the car gets washed off from all of the corn, and instead of the brown corn, it's just the red Sahara sand. So yeah, I would never buy a really expensive car. It is just always dirty. Oh my gosh. Oh, funny fact. Because of all of the Black Friday stuff, there has been so much stuff that the local post office had to send not 1 but 2 trucks today. And the most funny thing of all is that both of them got packages for me, and they arrived at almost the same time. So when I heard the ring on the door, opened the door, there was not one postman but two postmen, and both were loaded with packages. And I felt a little bad. Just a little bit. But also very happy because I got some packages. I can't believe we are already on the 7th leg. The return time is crazy over here. 5. Okay. Oh no, we are going back to boat. Okay, let's see. This may just be another bit of underwater walking. Alright, no big deal, have a nice day. And thanks very much for stopping by, it's always fun. Especially when we get some people that are talkative in the chat. It's also, you know, if I'm just talking then it's a bit of a monologue, but if you guys are active as well and we are talking a little bit, then this is just a lot more interactive, and I think it's also fun for both sides. I'm not saying that all of you guys are forced to talk or something. You can just watch as well, but I appreciate everybody who's also talking to me. Right. I think we are on the last leg anyways. So after this is just the vehicle checkout, and then we are done with the drive. Bye bye, take care. I'm really lazy with laundry. And it's usually just I put all of my stuff in the washing machine. And if it's still too wet, then I just give it another round in the machine. You know, there's this the second whooping option without making it wet again. And yeah, when it finally gets out, then it's usually almost dry already. So yeah, then I just hang it up and I just, yeah, that's honestly, I'll be honest with you guys. I am not using my cupboard a lot. I'm just using the spiders for the laundry. And by the time the spider is almost empty, I know that it's time to make another laundry run. Yeah, I mean, I'm a single, so I can do this. Just don't tell anybody. Oh my gosh. Honestly, that kinda sounds awesome. Especially if you like, and the pets also like you. I usually have the problem that even though I like the pets don't like me very much. And I don't even know why, but it is just how it is. Oh, we got actually missing rides over here. So let's get rid of the bike. And we are getting into our vehicle. Yeah, it sounds funny, but it's really annoying. Every time I try to get friendly with any pet, they are just so suspicious of me. And I haven't wronged them in any way, or I don't even plan to be doing anything bad or anything. I just want to pet them or play with them or stuff. And they just don't like me at all. Maybe that's the reason then. But then again, I don't think that I got a high-pitched voice. Maybe I'm just annoying to the dogs. Are you kidding me? Good. We don't need the car anymore. I should have looked at the distance. That was so useless. Wait a second. I don't think that I'm right here. I may have missed the stop a while ago. This is a nice club though. Gosh dang it. Yep, that's not... Wait a second. Okay, we have to play the claw machine. I've never seen this one before. Okay, let's see if we can get bunny. Oh, I'd like the unicorn over there, but there's no way. Oh, I'm so far off. Oh my god. It is still super bad. I think my depth perception is really bad. Right in the head. Okay, right on the butt. And we got ourselves a bunny. Nice. It's a white one. There we go. Our very new bunny friend. What the heck is this over there? Is this just a bumblebee or is it a really big insect? The options are crazy. Oh my god. That is cursed. It is so cursed. I can't even look away. Oh my god. 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 This is so cursed. Oh my god. I could have gone my entire life without seeing this. Okay, we just have some feel-good burgers after this shop. Oh my god, that was so bad. I expected a lot, but nothing prepared me for. A beaver turkey in a little tanga with a big mouth and painted fingertips. That was so bad. Okay, there seems to be a Japanesey area over there. I still have not recovered from the look of it. That was cursed as heck. It seems to be a store area, but doesn't really have any stores. Maybe it's new or something. Or it's just struggling with getting some renters. Yeah, it's pretty empty. But I think there was a store on the right. maybe not. Okay, it's just a decoration house. That's a weird choice. This is a long break. Okay, let's see what they got on their plate. Some peanut butter jelly sandwiches over there. I'm not sure what you call these guys. Over here, we just call them Berliner. My thumbnail before the streams. I don't think that is Japanese. I'm not Japanese either. I think that the thumbnail for the stream is just myself in my car, and I'm just driving down a road, and I think it's the road in the northeast with the teddy bear castle. So it's not on purpose, and I was not aware that there's something Japanese hidden inside of it. Also, I always try to change the thumbnail after the stream to just anything that is a highlight on the stream. So right now this thumbnail is really just a placeholder. A Tory gate. Now I just love Japanese stuff. And Torii gates and shrines are just really cool. There's a really funny story though there. There was a time where I was actively making drives. And back then, all of the drives were still tested by a person called Pio. And she also did a lot of the Japanese translations. And when I did my first drives, I usually make them in a little bit different way than majority of the people. So the first drive that I made was a little shrine tour. And we were just driving from shrine to shrine, and we're walking over the shrines and stuff. And after that, I got the nickname from Pio, and I was called the girl that loves shrines. And sometime later, I think it was the 5th or the 6th drive, I made another shrine tour, and that got me the nickname, the girl that really, really loves shrines. And yeah, I really like anime, but I think these days the animes are just really bad. They were so much better in the past. Like, right now there's only about 1 or 2 animes a day that I still follow. And most of them just follow the same tropes, and there's too much harem stuff, and I just don't like it at all. But especially today, there's a very, very good one that is called Kingdom. If you have not seen Kingdom yet, that is something that you need to change. Kingdom is easily one of the best. And another good one is the Apothecarian Diaries. That is also very good. Yeah, you definitely have to. Honestly, this is such a good anime. Kingdom had me on the edge of my seat sometimes. There's other good ones too, but let's see if I can... Okay, I'm not accepting this one. And I lost the street for this. Other good animes, let's see. Sword Art Online, the original. It's a very good show. Then there's Heck. Oh, Heck is also very good. Let's see. If you don't know it yet, you definitely should watch Great Teacher Onizuka. This is hilarious. I just love it. I have watched this series, I think, 4 times. It's so funny. Another good one is, I think it's called Spaceship Operators. That is also very good. I've watched so many animes. But yeah, these ones that I just mentioned, they stick out. They are just really pearls. I'm trying to think of some other ones that are also good. But the problem is that you tend to forget a lot of animes over time. There's one that was really cute and entertaining that is called Dog Stays. It's basically just Takeshi's Castle with really cute animals, little kids. Yeah, that's probably the ones that I can recommend. My biggest issue is that sometimes there are really good animes, but they only come with the original Japanese title. And obviously I can't read it, so I have no idea what it's called. I just realized that it's the anime that I tend to watch because I recognize the image of it. But I also own way too many animes. Oh, there's another one. There is another one, but I'm not sure if it's anime. It could also be just a cartoon. It's My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. And it's really not just a show for little kids. It is easy to watch. The characters are very likable and I don't know, it's fun to watch. But yeah, I don't think that's counts as an anime. Oh my god. I have no idea where my car went. Usually you'll see it go on in the next sim. Ah, there it goes. There we go. But yeah, Kingdom, Great Teacher, Onizuka, Dog Stays. Those are just fantastic. The Seven Samurai was also not bad. But I'm not sure if I would say it was that great that I would recommend it. It was entertaining, but I'm not sure if I liked the modern parts that they mixed into it. Peacemaker Kurogane was pretty fun. Yeah, I've just watched way too many in my life. There's no way I can remember most of them. When I see them though, then I usually recall it, but until then I just watch what is new and that is good enough. And I think when it comes to anime, then It also very much depends on your current mood. This has been quite a long drive. But I think we're almost there. And it's also getting a little leggy. So, I'm not sure if it's the sponsor, but we are driving to the Alpha Omega design. I definitely heard of them before, so there's a very good chance that they may be the sponsor of the drive. Okay, let's take the second one. There we go. All right. Yeah, I think these are the guys that the last time we got the little three-wheeled vehicle that looked a bit like a pillbox. Let's see what we got this time. The good thing is that we got actual racing rights over here. So we can instantly test what we got. Okay, it's great this time. Yeah, isn't this great? M Racer. Okay. I did not take a peek on the box, so I don't know yet what it is. It's not the same one that we got last time. It looks a bit like an old muscle car. It's not ugly though, but it looks a bit like a rally car or a stunt car. So not something that you would use every day. Okay. Okay, so you have no storage room at all. And it seems like we also don't have a menu. I've been trying to click it in all of the places, but we just don't get a menu. It's maybe problematic. That means we don't have any settings. Let's see if we can edit it. Yes. Okay, so we can at least replace the textures and color the vehicle the way we want. That is a bonus, but yeah, still I'm not sure if I'd ever use this vehicle on a daily basis. Let's see how it drives. It sounds like it got a flat tire. Okay, this is a lot more like it. Yeah, that's a lot better. I wonder if it's the car or if it's the ground. But it seems there is a slight shift to the left. So I'm trying to just drive straight forward, but for some reason I keep getting pushed to the left. And I'm not sure it can just be the road, but it's a bit off. A little bit off. But so far it's not driving bad. It's surprisingly driving very good actually. Welcome back. You missed the the end of the drive and the start of the car review. And this is actually not a bad car in terms of driving. So we don't even need the menu for this. It is pretty good out of the box. You can pretty much edit it all you want. But yeah, I think the optics are just something that is something that I'm not very fond of, with all of the iron stuff in the back. But then again, I think it's a racing vehicle and not an everyday car. Oh my gosh, that was a dragon. Okay, so I guess it's just some, oh my gosh. I've just ended the car in the sludge. Okay, driving backwards is not bad on this. And let's see how fast we can go. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. There's an 8, that is crazy. It is just bizarre. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, there's another one. So this is gear 9. I almost feel like Luffy in One Piece. I'm just bouncing around. And we have left the... oh my god. Yeah, I have no idea where we are, but we are definitely far away from the road. And the car is gone. I can still see it though. Okay, that was pretty wild, but not bad. It was definitely not bad, as long as you don't try to drive in gear 8 or 9 or maybe 7. It is certainly a fun to drive vehicle. Alrighty. But I think that is pretty much all we have to review today. And I'm getting rid of the little bunny because the animation override just broke. And that is all of the drive today. And I have to say it was a very stable drive. I'm surprised we didn't crash. It was quite fun. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Especially those who were watching until now. That is quite an achievement. And yeah, I hope to see all of you guys again next time. If you like the content, please consider to like and subscribe. And we see us next time. Bye.